All right, let's get into it. Today, we're looking at Gwalior, a city with thousands of years of history that is right now at this fascinating turning point. It's a story of ancient forts, incredible royal splendor, and a really modern transformation that's literally happening as we speak. You just know a place is special when one of history's great emperors, Babur, says something like this. He called Gwalior's fort the pearl amongst fortresses in India. I mean, that's not just high praise, right? That's the anchor point for a city whose story is basically etched in stone. And that kind of brings us to the big question here. For a city with this incredible history, a place now officially crowned a UNESCO City of Music, why does it feel like it's just having its big global moment now? What's changed? Well, let's find out. First things first, you have to start with the foundation of it all. That massive, sprawling Gwalior Fort. Seriously, it's not just some old monument. It's the city's backbone. You can see it from everywhere. This fort is just immense. So huge, it feels like a whole other city up on this high plateau. It's this sandstone giant just looming over Gwalior, a constant landmark no matter where you are. For centuries, this was the stage where the grand drama of Indian history played out, a fortress that saw empires rise and fall. And inside? It's an absolute treasure trove. You've got the Tansen Palace with this amazing blue and yellow tile work that still looks incredible. There are the Sasbahu temples with these impossibly detailed carvings. Then you have the Tully Commander, which is this really cool fusion of two different architectural styles, and the Gurudwara, which is this beautiful, peaceful Sikh shrine. And here's a fantastic little tidbit for you. Those Sasbahu temples, you hear the name, and it sounds like it means mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. But that's just a funny quirk of language over hundreds of years. It's actually a mispronunciation of Sahasrabuhu, which is another name for the god Vishnu, the thousand-armed one. That's who the temples are really for. Okay, so from that ancient fortress, the story of Gwalior jumps forward to the much more recent and much more opulent era of the Scindia dynasty. These were the rulers who really shaped the modern city, and they added a totally different vibe to the place. And this is what I'm talking about, the Jai Vilas Palace. It's this jaw-dropping shift from the rugged old fort. It's like a piece of 19th century Europe was just dropped into the middle of India. It's this unbelievably grand statement, and it's still the home of the Scindia royal family today. Now, get a load of this number, 3.5 tons. Any idea what that is? That is the weight of each of the two giant chandeliers hanging in the palace's main hall. They're some of the biggest chandeliers in the entire world. And as if that wasn't over the top enough, get this, the palace is famous for its solid silver toy train. And it wasn't just for show. This little train would actually chug around the huge dining table, serving after-dinner brandy and cigars to all the guests. You can't make this stuff up. But Gwalior's soul isn't just in its stone and its silver, it's in its music. This here is the tomb of Mian Tansen, one of the greatest musicians in Indian history. For centuries, other musicians have come here on a pilgrimage. It's the heart of a musical tradition so deep and so important that it's now officially recognized by UNESCO, and that's a huge piece of this whole modern-day story. Okay, so we've got the ancient history, we've got the royal legacy, but that still doesn't quite answer our question of why now. And that brings us to the city's very recent and very fast transformation. So here's the deal. It's not just one thing. It's this perfect storm of events. In late 2023, it gets that big UNESCO title. Then a new high-speed train slashes the travel time from Delhi down to just about 3 hours. And then boom, in March 2024, a massive new airport terminal opens up. Suddenly, the city is more connected and more prestigious than ever before. And there's a real strategy behind all this. The big idea is to make Gwalior the next logical stop on India's most famous tourist route, the Golden Triangle of Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. It's a really smart move to put the city firmly on that international travel map. And all this new buzz is unlocking some really cool potential. People are now looking at turning old mansions into boutique hotels. With its royal background, the city is becoming a real competitor for those big, lavish destination weddings. And it's becoming a gateway for this awesome heritage plus wildlife combo tour. See the palaces, then go on a river safari in the nearby Chambal Sanctuary. So what does this all mean for you if you're thinking about visiting? Well, it means the city is in this very special and probably very short little window of time. Yeah, let's call it the Goldilocks zone.
Just a little while ago, it was a hidden gem, but kind of tough to get to. Now, all the infrastructure is brand new and super convenient, but, and this is the key part, the huge crowds haven't really discovered it yet. It's that perfect moment where it's easy to visit, but still feels completely authentic.
And if you do go, it's actually super manageable to see the highlights. You could totally spend the morning exploring that incredible fort and the Tansen Memorial, then hit the Jai Vilas Palace in the afternoon, and finish up with a walk through the local markets in the evening. It's a perfect, history-packed day. Which, leaves us with one final thought. Gwalior is right on the edge of this exciting new chapter, embracing all this growth and new energy. The big question is, as it steps into this bright new future, can it hold on to that unique historic soul, the very thing that makes it the pearl it has always been? That's the exciting story we're all going to be watching.